There are several places that have outdoor art installed around the community. People should get out and walk around and look for the art and then stop and enjoy it. Besides the Depot Trail here, there's also art at the Saline District Library. There's art on North Ann Arbor Street, and then there is the bust of our founder, Orange Risden, which has been moved to the outside entrance of Saline City Hall.
The bust of Orange Risden that we have was created by a local artist, Elizabeth Rogers, and it was created in honor of her father, Ken Rogers. The original project was sponsored by the Saline Area Historical Society, who raised the funds for the bust. The Arts and Culture Committee, knowing that the bust had been created from materials that were actually intended to be outdoors, decided to start working on a project to get the bust installed outside.
We are very committed to art, displaying art and showcasing it, and also purchasing it on the local level. The first statues we purchased were created by a Colorado artist. Her name is Jane DeDecker, and that's at our front entrance. So those are just charming statues. They've gotten a lot of good feelings and thoughts. So then when we did our expansion in 2008, we decided that we would put another statue at our second entrance. So at our northwest entrance, we have a statue, and this is a boy and a girl on a bench together, and that statue is called A World to Teach. Then in 2012, we put up one more Jane DeDecker statue, and that is at the entrance to the Library Brecken Trail. That statue is 5 feet tall, called Heartland's Story, and we dedicated that to all the farm families in the area who have made Saline what it is.
Seats of Our Heritage by a Chelsea artist, Rick DeTroyer, was installed in 2011. That was the Arts and Culture Committee's first big project. So there was an open call for artist proposals, and Mr. DeTroyer's proposal was the one that was chosen. Mr. DeTroyer works in found objects. So what he made for us was an arch that includes at the top a depiction of the city's seal, plus other artifacts that relate to the city's history. And then for the seating, he used antique or vintage tractor seats, which tie, of course, directly back to our agricultural heritage. So the materials for the Seats of Our Heritage came from things that Mr. DeTroyer found, but also he put out a call for people from Saline if they had things to contribute. So a lot of the material included in the arch and in the sculpture, or the depiction of the city seal at the top, came actually from people's barns and attics. So that's pretty cool. I live nearby, so it's always fun to walk by and see people hanging out and sitting in the tractor seats.
The Hobbitshire was actually part of our summer reading program 3 years ago. The theme of the program was dig into reading, so we thought, what could we do that's kind of got a digging theme? So somebody came up with the idea of creating a Hobbitshire. So that was built with the assistance of Keith McGuire, and we installed that, put it up, planted flowers around it, and this is now its third summer. We also have a collection of Bixby marionettes. In the mid-1990s, and I'm not positive on that date, but Meredith Bixby donated his entire collection to the city of Saline. And so we had a couple display cases built, and we have displays of his work.
artwork that we have here on the Depot Trail. This trail was put together in 2006, and then in 2007 the Stone and Thistle Garden Club put in the gardens that we see behind us, and they continue to maintain them to this day. And in 2008, David Austin, a local sculptor, was commissioned to do this artwork. The artwork is designed to indicate movement. It's neither male nor female, adult nor child, but it is indicating a movement, which is why we put the Depot Trail in, to encourage people to walk up and down the trail, to go from Brecken Park and the library on the one end to the Depot Trail, Depot Museum here on the other end.
We have a very rich and diverse art scene, I think, in Saline. Lots and lots of groups, many artists working in many different ways in Saline, and we see our mission as enhancing and publicizing art scattered around the city. So I hope folks will take advantage of that and check it out.